Kevin Stefanski walked into Atlanta expecting a hero's welcome, a two-time Coach of the Year, an offensive mastermind, the guy brought in to finally change the Falcons' direction. After 8 straight losing seasons, instead of praise, he got absolutely grilled.
I wasn't expecting these reporters to go in the way they went in today, but they had some receipts on Kevin Stefanski, and they damn sure for to make his time in Atlanta a very, very tough one, because he cannot escape what he has done to Shedeur Sanders. I ain't lying. Oh, I ain't lying. God is good, man. God is good. Kevin Stefanski had his greeting press conference today down in Atlanta, and I thought it was only right, since all the Cleveland Brown reporters is still covering Kevin Stefanski. But this time, I'm going to give y'all the reality of the situation, those people who's in Cleveland that still might want to know how Kevin Stefanski day went. And I'm here to tell you, it was not a good day for Kevin Stefanski in Atlanta, bruh. They let it be known. How do you plan on turning this team around when you did absolutely nothing in Cleveland? For 6 damn seasons, you did nothing. How was you going to develop a quarterback when you did absolutely nothing with the rookie quarterbacks that you had? Not only did you have one rookie quarterback, you had 2, dog. Y'all, listen to this. Listen to this. Now, I ain't going to play this whole thing in its entirety, but I'm telling you right now, it is hella funny. I mean, super duper funny.
Kevin Stefanski introduced as the new head coach in Atlanta. He asked what he learned from his time in Cleveland. Okay.
Career in this business, it's sometimes you have to navigate tough times, and I certainly have seen my tough times, and I feel like I'm a better coach on the other side of that. And I, like Matt mentioned, I want to learn from all those things. I hope that there's things that I learned on a day-to-day basis. I hope there's big picture things that I've learned and taken from that. So really excited about where I am, but I wouldn't change anything about the past.
Looking good for all those years in Cleveland, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did he get some color?
Well, give me the what were they really thinking?
Wow.
You just got to. I mean, what a loaded question that is. You know what I mean?
What were they really thinking?
What I learned in Cleveland? You really asking me what I learned in Cleveland? You have a set of eyes, a set of ears? What, have you been under a rock the last few years? Wasn't this the spot that might have been interested in Deshaun Watson? You said no. Now I'm here. Partially because you said no.
Kevin Stefanski looked like a deer in headlights when they was asking him these damn questions. Shout out to the homeboy JK over on Twitter. He the one who scrums up all of this information for us that we finna react to right now. But listen to this.
Joining a team that has 8 straight losing seasons and a franchise that is hungry for playoffs and the Super Bowl. So what makes you believe that you're the right guy for the job and can not only do that, but do it very quickly?
Thanks, Allison. I'm here because I believe in this group. I believe in this roster. I believe, like I mentioned, in what Arthur and Matt have put together already.
I got to stop this real quick. Y'all see Kevin Stefanski? He put the gel all in his hair and shit. He was ready today. He got the Atlanta Falcons button on, team color suit. He was ready today, but he wasn't ready for these questions. So
I promise you this, we will work.
So much has been made of your time in Cleveland. With your relationship with the quarterbacks that you've had, obviously you're going to be charged with developing a young quarterback here in Atlanta. How do you go about making sure that Michael Penix and his success here are long-term?
Player development I'm a maniac about it. I'm just crazy about development of our players. We want to be a very intentional group when it comes to developing players. Obviously, the quarterback position's at the forefront of that. So
joining a team that...
Y'all heard him say he was a maniac for development quarterback. Hold on, it's another one. Listen to this. This is what he had to say to Baker Mayfield.
Were you surprised by Mayfield's comments about you coming to Atlanta and looking forward to seeing you twice a year?
Yeah, Baker's somebody that I have a ton of respect for as a player and a person. I love rivalries in sports, and obviously Buccaneers-Falcons have a great rivalry. It's something that I'm excited about, but I would not get into the specifics of those type of things.
Were you surprised?
Let's do it, bro. He's scared as hell. Hold on, there's more.
The fans in this town, so passionate. It's real. I felt it. I've met them out there. I cannot wait to be in this building and feeling this place shaking. Arthur and I share very similar values of how to treat people. Previous seasons really won't affect how we coach this football team.
I think there were a lot of fans that were concerned about the way things ended for you in Cleveland.
I would tell you, I've learned from all of my seasons in this game of football. The fans in this.
Man, that was Kevin Stefanski, y'all. And I'm here to tell you, it ain't looking good for your boy K-Fed, bruh. I ain't lying, dog. He came, he had the gel in his head. He was ready. He was ready today, y'all. Damn, K-Fed.
Quarterback thing that was there. And Deshaun Watson came, Baker was there, and D. Orlando Ledbetter, who is one of the deans of sports coverage around the country, certainly in Atlanta, writing about how Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland and mentioned Deshaun Watson and Baker Mayfield as failed quarterbacks. They failed. So Baker retweeted that one. Failed is quite the reach, pal. And he's upset with D. Orlando Ledbetter and fired in Stefanski's direction, saying he's still waiting on a call text from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. The coach in question was asked about all this today, too.
Yeah, Baker's somebody that I have a ton of respect for as a player and a person. I love rivalries in sports, and obviously Buccaneers Falcons have a great rivalry. It's something that I'm excited about, but I would not get into the specifics of those type of things, other than to say I have a ton of respect for Baker as a player, as a person. That's a great team with a great player.
You hiring a guy that at one point was good, was a coach of the year, right? I mean, I just thought it was lazy. So many other coaches you went out there you could have hired or talked to, you didn't do it. And I'm thinking, like, what you love so much about Kevin Stefanski, though? He show you he can't really control the locker room, right? He shows you that he's not really a winner recently. I don't know, but we'll see, though. I don't think he's a terrible coach, though. I think he's smart. I watched some of his. Well, see, I don't know. He used to be. Because now when I watch this tape and I watch some of the concepts, I'm like, what are they trying to run here? What are they trying to do?
Kevin Stefanski spent 6 years in Cleveland. 6 years. And what does he have to show for it? 2 winning seasons, 2 playoff appearances, 0 playoff wins after that magical 2020 run with Baker Mayfield. And now he's in Atlanta, standing behind a podium, trying to sell everyone on the idea that this time will be different, that this time he's figured it out, that this time he can develop a quarterback. The problem? Atlanta's reporters weren't buying it, not for 1 second. Kevin Stefanski had 2 rookie quarterbacks on his roster in 2024, Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, 2 first-round picks, 2 players meant to be the future of the franchise. And what did Stefanski do? He buried Shedeur Sanders. For months, Shedeur couldn't even get a practice jersey. And if you know football, you know exactly what that means. No real reps, no proper team drills, no meaningful development. He was basically a spectator at his own team's practices. Meanwhile, Dylan Gabriel got all the first-team reps, all the attention, all the development time. Shedeur is the player who came with unprecedented hype, the son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, a quarterback who dominated at Colorado, a player with a massive fan base that follows him everywhere. And Stefanski's plan was to ignore him, to sideline him, to act like he didn't exist? That's not coaching. That's mismanagement. So when an Atlanta reporter asked Stefanski about quarterback development, about how he plans to work with Michael Penix Jr., you could feel the subtext in every word. Stefanski said he's a maniac about player development? Stefanski, my guy, you had Shedeur Sanders sitting on the bench without a practice jersey for months. You cycled through 13 different starting quarterbacks in 6 years. That's not being a maniac about development. That's being a maniac about chaos. Now, Kevin Stefanski walks into Atlanta with the Shedeur Sanders situation hanging over his head like a dark cloud. Every time Michael Penix struggles, people are going to ask, is this the Shedeur situation all over again? Every time Kirk Cousins starts a game, Stefanski's decisions are going to be questioned. And when Shedeur Sanders inevitably breaks out and becomes a star, Whether it's in Cleveland or somewhere else, Stefanski will have to live with the fact that he had first crack at developing that talent and completely blew it. The honeymoon phase is over before it even began. Now Stefanski has to prove he can actually do what he says he can do. Good luck, coach. You're gonna need it, because the receipts are out there. The questions have been asked, and the entire football world is watching to see if you're really different or if you're just the same coach who wasted a year of Shedeur Sanders' career. Time will tell, but if I'm a betting man, I'm taking the under on Stefanski's Atlanta tenure. Way under. This has disaster written all over it, and Atlanta's reporters just made sure everyone knows it.